Hi there, my name is Kate and today I'll be showing you how to verify your domain so you can start sending with Ecomail. Now, I would like to start with the information that actually verifying your domain is one of the most important steps when starting with your email marketing. Now, your verified domain can actually give you the best delivery results and will be the most important factor in having your emails delivered well. So keep in mind that this is a really important step and let's get to it. Now there are a few types of domains that you can be verifying. We can divide them into your main domain, your bounce domain, and your tracking domain. Now your main domain would be the one that's actually your domain name. It could be, for example, like ecomail.app. For bounce domain, and I would truly recommend to verify your bounce domain for sending, because first of all, the bounce domain will protect your main domain and also could get even better delivery results. So bounce domain would be, for example, news.ecomail.app. And tracking domain, it gives you information about activities in your email. Now, verifying your tracking domain is not required, since we can use our tracking domain to give you the results, but it is truly recommended to have an overall set of domains for sending that will give your emails the best possible results. So let's get to it. We're going to start with verifying the second level domain, and you can see our knowledge base to find all data you need to verify your domain. I will also be taking information from our knowledge base so you can see how you can use this information to verify your domain. So to verify your second level domain, you can see all the information here. The most important part will be the record type, name, and value you're going to be adding to your hosting. Now let's get to our hosting. We are using GoDaddy, so you can just see how it goes in one of the favorite apps. So first here, you're going to go to Manage My Domain. From here, you're going to go to Domain and Manage DNS, because DNS records are the ones we're going to be creating now. Here, just click Add, and right here, that's what we're going to be giving. So first of all, the type would be txt. Then the name is Ecomail domain key. Just add the value, and the value would be this string. Now, for TTL, you can basically choose anything, but I would recommend adding half an hour, and just click Add Record. Now, what's happening is that the record is being created, and you also, to verify your domain, you will also have to go into your Ecomail account, which we can find here. Under your name, you can find domains, and it will get you to this site. Now, once you've verified your domain, you go to your domains in Ecomail, add the domain name, and click Add. Now, it might take a few minutes or maybe in half an hour to actually verify the domain, but as you can see now, I have just created the DNS record and it's already verified. So this was pretty easy, right? Okay, so let's move on to verifying your bounce domain. Now, to verify your bounce domain, you will need actually 2 records created. So once again, we have our knowledge base to see the 2 records that need to be created. One is a CNAME record, the other one is text record again. So you can just go ahead into your DNS management and click Add to add new record. First of all, we're going to create the CNAME. So pick record type CNAME. Name would be news. Now here you can basically use anything you like, because this is going to be the value that's in front of your domain name. But keep in mind that it usually should be connected to, or giving the information about the fact that this is your newsletter domain. So it's either news, info, newsletter, mail, whatever you like. The value is totally up to you, but usually it should somehow show that this is connected to your newsletters. So we added the value, the name news, and now we add the value sparkpostmail.com. Now just pick the TTL and add record. And let's get to the other record that needs to be created. Here we are going to be adding a txt record. And again, the value, the name, just copy it. Now keep in mind that the news value at the end of the name is there because we have already created the CNAME record with the name news. Now, if you pick a different name, for example, mail, you would use the value mail here as well. So you have to have these two synchronized. Since we used news in the first one, we are going to be using news in here as well, but just keep in mind that they have to be the same. So I have just added the value TTL half an hour again and add the record. Now, since the records are created, we can go back to Ecomail, and now we are going to be adding a bounce domain with this name. And you can see we've done this in less than 2 minutes. So now let's take a look on verifying your tracking domain. First of all, you're going to be again creating a new DNS record, this time with these values. So let's get right to it. The record type this time is going to be CNAME again. So we just pick CNAME. Here we can add track, and the value is going to be this one. You can always just copy paste, so there's no need to create anything else but copy pasting the values. And you can see it was successful, so we can go back to Ecomail, and now the tracking domain has to be added into the tracking domain section. So we can add track.ecomaildemo.com, add domain. So now you can see that all of your domains are verified, and the last step is to connect your tracking domain to your sending domain. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, I would recommend to use bounce domain for your sending, just because it might get you better result and it's also protecting your main domain. So right now we are going to be using the bounce domain. You just click right here, set tracking domain, and you pick the one that's already in your account. Now you can see that the tracking domain is connected, and this is the very last step. Now your domains are ready and you can start sending emails with Ecomail. I hope this was helpful, and let me know if you have any more questions. We are always here to help you. Goodbye.